Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm doing a video on what I was able to pick up over at the outdoor flea market before I came home to my flea market spot. I picked up 77 of these. Well, let's see. I forget the year. It's 76, 77 Tops basketball. And I picked up 77 of these in not in a binder, but in binder pages. And the guy was like, I had made a purchase from the vendor that had these, and he's like, "Hey, I know you resell. Can you use these at $40?" And I was like, "Yep." They were in really, really clean shape. You can see there's not a lot of damage. There was some waxing on them. There was, I'd say, probably like 5 or 6, maybe 7 that had waxing on them. But overall, they were in really nice shape. So I was like, okay, I'll take them. 77 at $40 worked out to about 51 cents, 52 cents a card. I said I can make that. I can sell these easily for $1 a piece, especially in the condition that they're in right now. So they really, really look nice. And before I send these off, I'm just going to compare them to my set to make sure that, it's that these aren't better than the ones I have. I have a couple in my set that need upgrading. I know one is like a Kareem, so I know there's no Kareems in here. The guy told me, he says, "Listen, I sold most of the stars. I already made my money on this, so I can sell it to you for fairly inexpensively." So that was that. So that was that first purchase. I do like the Paul Westphal. So there's a couple of decent cards in here that I might be able to get more than $1 a piece for, but either way, I figured at $1 a piece, I couldn't go wrong. Then I picked this up. This is what I like to refer to as a nostalgia buy. So these here are Three's Company stickers from 1978. And they're from 78. I don't know if they were made by Tops. I don't see. It just says copyright 78, and it doesn't say if it's Tops or not. So, but it's the whole set, of 78 stickers. So that was cool. I was hoping to see if there was who made this, but it's not on there. So that's basically the whole set. The guy originally, this is the same vendor that sold me these, that sold me the basketball cards. And I was like, he originally wanted $20 for this set, and I'm like, no. And when I looked at it on eBay, the comps on eBay, I was like, all right, so it's about a $10 set. So I went in and I came back at him and I said, hey, I'll give you $10 for that set. That's what it comps at, and that's what I'll pay for it, because I really wanted it. This is just something I really wanted to add to my non-sports collection, and it's a nostalgic buy. It's probably one of my favorite programs as a kid. So other than that, I was able to pick up some other stuff as well from a different vendor. This guy had this card, so I'm going to take this out of here so we can sort of do the contrast. Guy had this Thurman Munson available, and I was like, "What are you asking on the Munson?" And he said $5, and of course I'm going to take this card at $5, even though it's got some corner issues and whatnot. But $5 for what really amounts to a better card than Munson's rookie, I'm going to take that all day. So, and I'm pretty sure mine in my set is trimmed. So this one will replace it, because the size looks right on this one. So, but I'll check it in my set and sort of do that, and then sell the trimmed one, letting everybody know it's trimmed. Okay, and then we went back and forth on this card, which was the buy of the day. Probably not price-wise the buy of the day, but it was the card that I really wanted. I don't usually see Mickey Mantles like this. Morning. So I don't usually see mantles like this at an outdoor flea market. As you can see, there's a smudge there, but the corners look very sharp. The issue with this card is the centering. That seems to be the main issue with this card. The back looks decent. Color looks decent. Just has that smudge there on the far right side, and then of course the centering issues on the mantle. So he started out at $200 for this card, and I'm like, I can get that card graded for $200, or buy it already graded, you know. So the fact that I was like, nah, I want to pay a lot less than that. I really wanted to pay $100, but I ended up paying $125 for it. But it's a mantle I wanted and needed, so I grabbed it. And he threw in this Lou Brock with it. So for basically, if you envision maybe paying $5 for the Brock, I'm pretty sure I have this Lou Brock, but I'll check it against my 69 set and see. But I'm pretty sure I have it. But I'll just throw this one online and probably do that one in an auction and see what it sells for, seeing as I got it for free. So if I get a couple bucks for it, $4 or $5, you know, that's great. But so it helps offset the cost of the mantle. And I was really excited to pick that one up. That one, this one, and of course, the Three's Company cards were just the bomb because they're nostalgic for me. So I want to thank you guys for watching, and please comment, share, like, subscribe if you enjoy the content. And we'll talk to you soon. And as always, happy hunting.